Okay, I'm back. So yes, I have been gone for a little while now. It's just because I've been a little busy and also I've been under the weather for a bit. But I am getting better and I am doing well. So thank you guys for those of you that messaged me. And to all those fathers out there, hope you guys had a happy Father's Day a couple of days ago as well. So now let's get on to the order of the day. I will be answering a question regards describe image. So let's get started with the tutorial. What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another tutorial video. My name is Josh and this is Lenorific 99. Now, if you're new to this channel, I would suggest that you subscribe to this channel, and if you like this video, please hit that like button, and also please remember to ding that bell for notification, because I will be releasing more videos more often, and it's going to be covering things like the PTE, your IELTS exams, information about immigration, especially maybe migrating from one country to an English speaking country, and so many other stuffs that you may need to know. Just leave me some comments and I'll be sure to answer your question like I'm going to be doing today. So without further ado, let's get started. So this comment is from Betty Aka. I hope I didn't murder your name. And it states, "Hello Josh, please can you give an example of how to describe two different images in a question? Doing a good job." Thank you very much for that comment. Of course, that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to go step by step towards answering this question. And I'll also give you one or two tips that you need when you're answering a describe image question in the PTE examination. So let's get started now. We're going to take a quick look at the question, and then I'll go over a few analysis regards the question and how you can go about answering the question. And finally, I will make an attempt to answer the question the way I would have done it if I was taking this exam. Now, if you take a good look at this question, you will find out that there are two images on top of it. And one of the images is the pie chart, which is the one on top, and then there's a table at the bottom. So there are two different images. Now, usually this would throw students off balance and they would wonder, what do I answer, or how do I answer this question? Well, the thought process is very simple. When you're answering a question, there's a thought process that you need to have. And basically it is what is required of the question. What is required for this particular question is your content, your oral fluency, and your pronunciation. Now, as long as you can put those things in perspective, you'll be fine. Now, taking a good look at this question, the first thing I would look at is similarities between the two images. And those are the keywords. So I would find the keywords on this image. That's the first thing that I would do. For this particular image, we have deforestation, overcultivation, and overgrazing, and things like that. So they both occur, or these words occur on both the pie chart as well as the table. So those will be the keywords that will be in my thought process. So if you're someone who, you can jot down in shorthand and you can write very fast, you can jot down these words as the point that you want to use in your description. But if you're someone who's very, very good and, you can just look at a word and make out sentences just from looking at a keyword, then have them at the back of your mind. Just point them out and have them at the back of your mind. Lastly, when you found your keywords, just attach those keywords to the necessary areas of the template that you have built. Remember, when I talked about building your own template, you need to have three phases when you're describing them. So those three phases are introduction, description, and conclusion. So as long as you have these three phases and you've written your 4 sentences down, your 4 clauses and phrases of all phrases, and you've written them down. So just fix in those keywords and make sentences out of those phrases and clauses. So now I am going to tell you what you should do when you are trying to make a decision on how to describe this image. Looking at this image, there are 3 choices that you have when you're describing this image. The first choice is you can decide to describe the pie chart on its own. It really doesn't matter if you're describing only the pie chart, because the words that you're using on the pie chart are still reoccurring on the table. So you can describe the pie chart on its own. Now, the second choice you have is you can use things from the table and describe this image with the things that you're seeing on the table. The only different thing that you can find on the table that is not on the pie chart is the regions that land degradations are occurring. Now, lastly, you can actually pick points from, you can pick your keywords from the pie chart as well as the table if you want to. So that is your third choice. Whichever one is easier for you, you can pick and you can describe. Now, the reason why this is so true about how you answer the question and why you would not lose any mark and not be afraid of losing any marks whatsoever is because according to the score guide, you are being scored for the English that you speak. So that's your content, your oral fluency, and your pronunciation. I have mentioned that before. So now that you have all the tools that is required to answer this question, all that's left is for you to go ahead and answer the question. So let's make an attempt and answer this particular question and use that same method whenever you are answering any other question. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to answer this question. Here we go. This image shows the causes of worldwide land degradation. From the image, it can be seen that overgrazing and deforestation are two major causes of worldwide land degradation. It can also be seen that overcultivation is another major cause of this phenomenon. Lastly, one can conclude that North America, Europe, and Oceania suffer a fair bit of land degradation. Now, if you listen to my grammar, you'd find out that I think for most of it, or maybe even all of it, it is correct. Also, I spoke within the 40 seconds time range. Now, I did not time myself. I simply created a template that allows me to make sentences that does not exceed the 10 seconds mark. So if I do not exceed the 10 seconds mark and I do not speak less than 7 seconds for each of my sentences, I will speak well above 28 seconds, which is the new requirement for the PTE AI. Now, AI is PTE, artificial intelligence. That is now, they have updated the requirement to make sure that you speak for at least 28 seconds for you to get your full marks, and it is not 25 seconds any longer. Also, it has been programmed to spot your keywords as well that is related to the image that you are looking at. So you cannot just sit in front of it and just read out a template like they used to. You may try this out, or you may try some of those myths that if you just say anything when you're looking at an image and repeat those same things, you may pass it or you may not. But there is news now that this is what PTE is doing. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys. I hope I have answered your question, and I hope this is really helpful to you. Now, if you're new to this channel, please remember to subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, give me that thumbs up once again. Thank you very much for that. And also ding that bell for notification so that you can get notification whenever I upload a video. So until the next time, remember to always keep learning, stay blessed, be terrific, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
1, 2, 3. We blast through with the beams, scary like Halloween. Been a long time coming that I be hitting the scene. Fighting like color pains, now you send the same. Glowing like Halloween is the way to begin.